since 2002.
We have created excellence together. Welcome to Ring of Honor Wrestling.
Honor is
real.
A very disturbing scene, but we've got matters at hand in the ring right now. It's Kota Ibushi in the white trunks taking on El Generico. Of course,
it's a big match, but you know, if we get any word whatsoever as to the condition of Mark Briscoe at the hospital, we will certainly keep everyone informed as to just how he is doing. But it's going to be very difficult to focus on this match, I think.
We got to do our best, and Kota Ibushi needs to do his best here as well. He is 0-3 on his short stay here in Ring of Honor, and he needs to pick up a win. This is his last opportunity before he returns back to his home promotion of DDT in Japan. He's gone and put on 3 very exciting matches, 3 matches that most people would say stole the show during his stay here in Ring of Honor, but he really needs to pick up a win before he makes his way back to Japan, and he's certainly going to have his hands full against El Generico.
Ibushi has been very impressive in his outings thus far during his ROH stay here, but it does all come down to wins and losses. He wants to go back to Japan with a victory under his belt. He doesn't want to go back to Japan having lost every single match that he competed in ROH. So it's all on the line for Kota Ibushi in this matchup, and El Generico needs a victory as well.
We've got a budding rivalry with Claudio Castagnoli, and he needs to get on the winning track here as well. He's taken off his feet by Ibushi, 2 very evenly matched wrestlers physically, and both very quick wrestlers, and both willing to take a chance inside the ring, and this is going to be a very exciting matchup, I'm sure, to kick off this half of the show.
We've seen some great aerial ability out of Ibushi thus far here in ROH.
Well, that's putting it mildly. We've seen him do things that you don't see every day in a wrestling ring.
Very innovative. And a bit of a clean break, a little bit of a shove across the chest. And an Olay from El Generico.
Both men taking their time here, feeling each other out as Generico trying to get the fans here in Chicago behind him.
A first time ever matchup between these 2 competitors. And the El Generico fans voicing their support.
Chorus of Olay Olay as once again they look to lock it up. Greco-Roman knuckle lock between Generico and Ibushi. Chest to chest they go, and it's either man able to gain a clear-cut advantage here, chest to chest. Generico maybe with a bit of a height advantage on Ibushi. It's Ibushi, though, powering Generico, or at least attempting to. Down to the canvas. Nice bridge.
Ibushi has the strength advantage here, it seems. But Generico doing a very good job of maintaining the bridge so that his shoulders are not flat against the canvas.
That heel trip by Generico quickly takes him down to the canvas and traps the arm between the legs. Ibushi smartly, though, immediately rolled his shoulders off the canvas to avoid any pinning combination. Side headlock now by Generico.
Ibushi trying to work his way back to a standing position here as Generico holds on to the headlock. He's back on his feet. Backing Generico up against the ropes, it sends him off. Shoulder tackle though, down goes Ibushi.
Lay.
It's over. And great elevation on that drop kick from Ibushi.
Draws a round of applause from the fans here in Chicago. Drives the boot to the side of the chest of Generico as he's got him backed in the corner. Paul Turner asking him to bring him out of the corner, and he does with a hard clubbing blow to the back.
Ibushi, a very acrobatic wrestler. Right now, he's just trying to maintain the advantage, weaken his opponent. So he's down on the canvas. He could fall victim to some of those maneuvers off the top rope.
And Generico back to his feet, snaps him down to the canvas, and then kicks him right between the shoulder blades. Nothing fancy about that, but very effective.
Now, in addition to his flying, Ibushi's got tremendous strikes, particularly the kicks. And now trying to take away the energy and the wind of El Generico here with this chin lock. Trying to cut off the circulation. Generico trying to relieve the pressure here. Back to his feet. Trying to break free.
Ibushi, though, really cranking down on the headlock. Elbow to the midsection, but a knee strike from Ibushi. And a second. Rapid-fire strikes from Ibushi.
Generico avoids the kick. Standing moonsault attempt, but gets the knees into the midsection of Ibushi. Brains.
Generico just one step ahead right there. Made Ibushi pay. Drove the elbow right to the back of the neck. We're still feeling the effects of those strikes. Ibushi trying to catch his breath.
Yeah, that took a lot out of Ibushi. It was all knees.
Generico with the advantage. Ibushi back to his feet. Scoop and a slam by Generico. Quickly goes for the cover, hooks the leg. He gets two, and then right back to the elbow drop. Does not hook the leg this time, but once again only gets two.
Each time just trying to make Ibushi exert that energy to kick out after delivering the maneuver. And once again, Generico just standing over him, measures him for that kick.
Fans giving some encouragement to Ibushi. Let's go Kota chant starts here in Chicago.
For the ropes he goes. Generico connects with the kick.
Once again, only able to get a 2 count. The leg, but didn't have his body down across the chest of Ibushi when making the cover. Kota able to get the shoulder up before the count of 3. One more time, Generico measures him. And a short kick right to the rib cage. Once again, Ibushi gasping for air.
Catching at that midsection. Generico. Hard chop across the chest of Ibushi. He's got him in the corner.
One more time, down across the chest with the chop. Generico's gonna bring him out of the corner. Ibushi with the reversal. Generico hits the buckles. Kota charges, runs into the elbow. Staggers to the center of the ring, tries to run back in, but gets the boot. Springboard cross body, and again only gets 2. Some words for Generico for Paul Turner, but Ibushi able to get the shoulder up.
Once again, Ibushi clutching at his midsection a little bit. Trying to catch his breath, pull himself back up.
And all of the body weight of Generico crashing down on his chest, and then he hit the canvas very, very hard. Another jarring blow to the back.
Once again, making him exert that energy to kick out. Now after a backbreaker, maybe Generico didn't think he was going to get the victory with that maneuver, but continually going for the cover is making Ibushi take that energy out of his body just to kick free.
Sound strategy here, I think, on the part of Generico. He's been on the offensive for much of this matchup. Many people will tell you the best defense is a good offense. And Generico looks to continue that split-legged moonsault right down across the chest, hooks the leg, and again only 2.
He really had to dig deep to kick out of that one. Great maneuver, using the ropes for some spring by El Generico. But Ibushi knows it's all on the line for him here in this final matchup during his ROH tour here.
Generico doing a good job of avoiding the offense of Ibushi by being on the offense himself. But right now, Ibushi trying to get back in this thing, firing away with forearms. Back and forth they go. Just trading shots right in the center of the ring.
Ibushi refusing to go down. Finally down to a knee he goes, slumped over a little bit. Here comes Generico, but right into a head scissors, and driven headfirst into the canvas was El Generico.
Yeah, Ibushi may have been playing possum right there, kind of suckered Generico in, and a quick burst of energy turns the tables. Just that quickly, the advantage goes to Ibushi. Reversal of the Irish Whip, Generico charges, went for that running Yakuza, but nobody in the corner. Ibushi off the ropes, hard running kick to the chest connects.
Burst of adrenaline for Kota Ibushi, realizing he needs to pull out the victory here tonight. Charges right into a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker over the knee.
Generico using the aggressiveness of Ibushi against him right there, and now looking to maybe take a chance himself. It's Generico on the apron, looking to go to the corner and to the top.
Ibushi's back up. Handspring into the kick right upside the head of Generico, sends him to the floor. And what does Ibushi have in mind?
Oh, God.
Scaling over the top rope, landing on the turnbuckle and delivering the moonsault to the floor.
Generico on his back, but the fans here in Chicago on their feet.
Despite the punishment, Kota Ibushi pulls out the high-flying offense, showing these fans here in Chicago what he's made of. And Generico struggling to pull himself up on the floor as Ibushi trying to pull him back up on the apron and back inside the ring here.
Shoulder block from Generico. Once again, doubles up Ibushi. Charges and runs into the shoulder of Generico one more time.
Able to plant Generico. Cover.
Only two. Generico tried to slingshot himself towards Ibushi, but got caught with a variation of a DDT. Dropped right on his head.
Did you say DDT? Connects with the kick. Avoids that one.
But Generico can't avoid the twisting body press, but able to kick out at two.
This time unable to get the knees up into the midsection of Ibushi. And added that twist for good measure this time.
So one thing we've seen from Ibushi as well is his ability to change directions at the drop of a hat. Both men going for a kick at the same time. It's Generico coming out on the better end.
Blue Thunder powerbomb. But Ibushi gets the shoulder up.
Generico couldn't get that far foot across the shoulder of Ibushi, and he was able to get that shoulder off the canvas in time.
And once again, it's Ibushi struggling for breath at this point, trying to pull himself up, trying to dig down for that energy he needs. Generico's back to his feet. Ibushi as well. Can we see that Yakuza kick in the corner? No, boot right to the face of Generico.
Runs into the elbow that time from Ibushi. Charges.
He dunked him right on his head right there, but Ibushi with enough to kick out. Unbelievable.
That's exactly what El Generico is saying right now. You can see the look on his face. Pure shock that Ibushi was able to kick out at two, but he's poised in the corner is Generico to strike one more time as Ibushi's getting back to his feet in the corner. Generico charges. Again goes for the Yakuza, but can't connect.
Ibushi caught the boot. Combination of strikes right upside the head with the kick. Boot from Generico.
Ibushi won't back down.
Face to face they come. Generico off the ropes. What a kick! Bridging German! These fans to their feet.
Dave, if I just didn't see that, I wouldn't have believed that I just saw what Ibushi just did.
Unbelievable athleticism, but Generico's back up. To the second rope he goes.
Can we look for the brainbuster? Ibushi trying to fight him off.
Oh, he knows it's coming. Firing away at the rib cage of Generico. Ibushi with the forearm, down goes Generico. To the top goes Ibushi.
He's looking for the moonsault. On his feet and then still hit the moonsault.
Generico able to move out of harm's way, but only for about a half a second before Ibushi was able to connect with the standing moonsault, but only gets two. What does he have to do to pull out a victory here in Ring of Honor?
It's what I said about his ability to change directions like he stops on a dime.
These fans to their feet as these two men battle. Both are up. Ibushi charges with the forearm. Yakuza kick.
That's gotta be it. Generico to the outside. All the way to the top.
Great hang time on the splash, but only two. Thinking about that brain buster. The brainbuster could bring El Generico the victory.
Ibushi lands on his feet. Spinning kick. Down goes Generico.
And Ibushi pointing to the top rope once again. Looking to take flight in search of his first ROH win. But a palm strike from Generico, who's back to his feet.
Looking for the top rope brainbuster one more time. And again, Ibushi trying to fight him off. Shots to the rib cage to soften him up one more time. Ibushi all the way to the top. Sunset bomb, but Generico lands on his feet. Kick to the face.
Generico charges. Yakuza kick in the corner.
Right on the button, Ibushi looks out. Glassy-eyed look on the face of Ibushi as Generico goes for the brainbuster for a third time. Can he hit it?
Generico with the arm of Ibushi, trying to get him in position, but he's fighting it off again, trying his best.
Again, Ibushi connecting with the ribcage of Generico.
Reverse Rana cover! What? Only two?
You gotta be kidding me! Ibushi to the corner! Ibushi finishes his 4-show tour of Ring of Honor in resounding fashion, picking up the victory, but El Generico has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of, falling to defeat to this tremendous athlete, and we hope to see more of Kota Ibushi in the future here in Ring of Honor.
shot thrown by Kevin Steen at his former best friend, tag team partner, to end not only their tag team, but their friendship, and to launch one of the most violent feuds in the history of professional wrestling. Tonight it comes to a conclusion. We either see the face of El Generico or Kevin Steen is gone from Ring of Honor.
Referee Todd Sinclair is only here to make sure that there is a final conclusion to this.
There's so much violence on one another at ROH events across the country, into Canada, over the past year. It's cost Ring of Honor a lot of money. The damage these have done to one another, to other people in the building, to equipment. They want nothing to do with anything further between these two men. Whatever happens between them here tonight, Ring of Honor is absolved of any responsibility. It is up to them. And Generico with the boot sends Steen all the way to the floor. Using that chair as a weapon.
Again, fight without honor. Anything can happen.
Whatever they can get their hands on, they can put to use in a match like this. Nobody's going to stop it. They don't listen to authority. They don't listen to Jim Cornette, Harry Silkin, anyone at Ring of Honor. Because between these two men, they will end it themselves.
Yeah, I mean, this match picked up outside funding to allow the necessary amount of officials and security and staff that are required to bring this match to you here tonight.
Using that chain just to whip him. Right around the throat of Kevin Steen. He delivers headbutts now. Generico looking underneath the ring for something else to put to use. Chain really taking its toll on Kevin Steen, trying to pull himself back to his feet right now. He's got that chain once again, Generico.
And right in the mouth.
Repeated shots.
Generico wears that gauntlet.
That's just kind of slipped off. Didn't see his face though. Yakuza kick with the chain wrapped around his face. Kevin Steen is determined to show everyone Generico's face tonight. Not only take that mask off.
These men were tethered arm to arm.
Steen back on it. Oh, he has been busted open. The blood pouring out of the forehead of Kevin Steen right now as Generico has retrieved a table from underneath the ring.
That Yakuza kick with the chain split Steen wide open.
And that chain wrapped around his head. And now throwing that table right into the head of Steen. No matter how violent this may get, Ring of Honor will not stop this matchup. It is a fight without honor. It is unsanctioned. If you don't like violence, stop watching right now. If you want to see these men finally settle it, keep watching. As the intensity picks up on the floor, the blood continuing to pour out of Steen's head. And Generico retrieves the ladder. These men known for their experience in ladder wars here in Ring of Honor. And now they are opponents.
You know, the team of Steen and Generico found some interesting facts on ROHWrestling.com, put together by Quebec wrestling historian. You know, it was 6 months to the day after Steen's double cross to where he finally would face Generico in their first match. No way, no way.
Everybody better watch out. Oh! Back first on the edge of the ring frame. Well, after maneuvers like that, even if El Generico is somehow able to win this matchup, you gotta wonder if he's gonna be able to continue wrestling for Ring of Honor.
Well, it's been
or will have to be in the hospital.
It's been a life-changing year.
Look at that blood, he's using it like war paint. Disgusting.
The blood that was spilled by both men.
Using that barricade cover now to do some damage. Even the man that brought out this side of Kevin Steen, Steve Corino, has said that he has lost control of this man. He can't be held responsible for how sadistic Kevin Steen is right now, or for what he might do to El Generico during the course of this match. Just buried under these barricades. Oh my God! Frog splash!
Seems like years ago, a lifetime ago, that Kevin Steen and El Generico were one of the most remarkable and entertaining tag teams in ROH history. It's 203 days, their reign as tag team champions.
We still have this ladder inside the ring. Remember that ladder war that they had in Chicago at the Man Up pay-per-view? They were such a great tag team unit, and now it has come to this between these two men as he has retrieved a full barricade, not just the cover.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on, come on.
Oh! Generico gets out of the way. Exchanging shots right here. Oh no, Steen's got him. He's thinking about a powerbomb here.
Oh my God.
Backdrop on the hard floor. Steen clutching his back in pain.
Kevin Steen is still pouring blood.
Generico decides to bring it back inside. This ladder still awaiting. Well, the chain still in the ring.
Yeah. And Generico's body was broken on the outside. Now going to use this ladder as a weapon.
Launching that ladder at Steen.
You know, and there was a time where Kevin Steen and El Generico, they weren't always tag team partners. They had competed against one another.
Yeah, as athletes, it never was like this.
But no, not like this. It was about winners and losers.
They came to Ring of Honor together.
Oh,
Half Nelson suplex into the ladder. He's going for it, but Steen doing his best to block.
Same move that Generico used on Corino to score victory.
Into the chair.
Yeah, into the double dog collar match.
Backdrop! Bends the ladder, but more importantly, could have broken the back of El Generico right there. His back just collided with that ladder at an awkward angle, and he's writhing in pain now down on the canvas. Steen just standing over him, the blood continuing to drip off of his face.
Oh my God.
And painting with his blood on Generico now.
I'll never forget the image of him painting that this wrestling first on the t-shirt, which we thought was mind games. Then when it came into a disturbing reality at Glory by Honor 9.
He's going after the mask, trying to pull it off.
Keep in mind, Generico loses the mask if he doesn't defeat Kevin Steen here tonight.
Oh, kick right to the side of the head.
You know, lost in all of this is the friendship that Generico had with Colt Cabana. And the twisted partnership that existed between Kevin Steen and Steve Corino.
Well, Corino felt he was bringing out the best in Kevin Steen. Saw him as a future world champion. But he's just become a very demented individual over the past several weeks. And Corino can't control him any longer. First it was advice from Steve Corino that brought Kevin Steen to this level of doing damage to Generico, but now the only one who knows what's going on in Kevin Steen's head is Kevin Steen. Powerbomb! How much more can El Generico take?
In the last 12 months, we've seen Kevin Steen become completely mentally unwound.
Cover, gets the shoulder up. Generico won't stay down.
You know, there's a part of me that is so bothered by this I have respect for these men. I have great respect for chairs from ringside have been commandeered by Kevin Steen. My broadcast partner for the moment is off headset. We'll see if we can get Dave back over here.
He said 3 is fine. Just launching it right at Generico's head. You will recall it was that chair shot 1 year ago that started this between these two men.
As I was saying just a few moments ago, a part of me is so disturbed by this. I wrote about it earlier this week on ROHWrestling.com. Oh my gosh. You know, I got 2 boys. And it hurts to see these 2 men push each other to this physical limit.
Oh no, he's gonna do it again. Right across the back. Just breaking that plastic chair.
Completely shredded that chair.
He's got another. Generico trying to hang in there despite the pain. Steen just standing over him now.
He's going for the mask. I'm guessing, Dave, is that the case? Hard to see.
Hard to see from our vantage point, but I would think so.
Looks like he's tearing the face of it. Tore by the eye, perhaps.
Win, lose, or draw, I think he wants to rip that mask off of El Generico tonight. But he wants to show everybody his ugly face. Yeah, the eye fully exposed now, the eyebrow. Blocks that chair shot attempt. Boot to the midsection from Generico. Trying to go for one of his own for some payback. But Steen blocks and drives the knees into the chair, into Generico. And he is down.
Somersault leg drop from Kevin Steen, who has been pouring blood now for quite some time. And Generico.
Steen's still got that mask that he ripped off of Generico at Glory by Honor.
And that chair. That combination has opened up El Generico, my God.
Oh, he's pouring even more blood than Kevin Steen at this point. Again, Ring of Honor has no responsibility for any of this. These 2 men felt they had to settle it here tonight. ROH did not want this match to go on.
Todd Sinclair can absolutely do nothing as
He's just here to listen for a submission or count a fall. Just wiping the blood of Generico onto his own hand. The most sadistic man in the world today, Kevin Steen. He's bathing in the man's blood. Look at this. Generico firing back though.
We've seen Generico, oh my, right into that huge gash that's over the right eye of El Generico. We've seen Generico come back. He didn't want to fight him. He couldn't have the strength to be able to. Oh my God. I can't even look at it.
A match like this is not for the weak of heart.
This is,
and it's not professional wrestling at this point.
no, I mean,
It is personal.
Yeah, this is a fight without honor. And one of the most epic wars ever between two men has to be settled. And this is the way it has to be done.
That ladder propped up on its side can do a whole lot of damage right here. Steen's got him up. Generico lands on his feet. Boot to the midsection. He's got Steen! Oh! Back first! Into the edge of the ladder!
Now has fought his way back to his feet after breaking the body of Kevin Steen across that ladder.
Oh! Suplex into it! Two huge maneuvers, back first into the ladder by Generico to keep Kevin Steen down. These fans encouraging Generico. Half Nelson suplex.
Gonna do it again.
Can he get it? Elbows from Steen. Generico though.
Oh my God!
Neck first onto the ladder. Cover.
Will this do it? Whoa!
Steen with the shoulder up. Generico can't believe it as the blood continues to pour out of the heads of both of these men.
Men have battled in 5 different countries: Germany, Italy, England, Canada, their native, and of course, the United States.
Generico has his eyes on Kevin Steen on the other side of the ring.
Blinded by blood. Oh my God!
He ran with all that momentum, head first into the steel barricade cover.
Generico's trying to clear the blood from his eyes.
Steen back inside, grabbing the ladder. It's almost been destroyed at this point by the bodies of both of these men. He's draping it across the barricade.
Pain is ripping through every cell of El Generico's body, and Kevin Steen is going to look to end things here. Oh my God!
Just launched into the steel. Can Generico even get up after something like that?
Dave, the point you made when this first started is a telling one. Regardless of the outcome, neither of these two men will ever be the same again.
Without a doubt. Steen now grabbing a hold of a table as well. Generico trying to, I gotta wonder if he can even see with all that blood right into his eyes, blinding the man.
Keeps trying to clear that blood from pouring into his right eye.
And the pain just shooting through his body.
My God.
From all of the damage done thus far. Steen with the table.
His body and his blood.
What is he doing? Trying to place that table above the ladder.
Ladder wars, all tables are legal.
Here comes Generico!
Oh!
DDT! He dove through the table and the ladder, grabbed hold of the head, and connected with the DDT on the floor.
And the extra security that Ring of Honor has hired is trying to move some people back from the front row.
Back inside now. Generico.
One man will leave here intact. Oh!
Got that chair.
The image of the severed head of El Generico. No, Packer's pile driver. No, don't do it.
Hands on his feet. Half Nelson.
Oh! Chained to the double dog collar match.
Brainbuster!
Brainbuster! Oh!
Gets that shoulder up. Generico can't believe it. He thought he put him away. The half Nelson suplex, demolishing the chair with the head and the neck of Kevin Steen, followed by the brainbuster, and he kicked out.
Unbelievable. It took 4 months for the generic luchador to summon up the fight, to even strike first, to strike finally back at Kevin Steen. That happened at the Big Bang, and now here we sit in December of 2010. Goes for the Yakuza, and Steen gets out of the way.
Oh no, that table.
No.
Generico gets out of that position. Got Steen
Oh,
now.
he's got his fingers right in the gash. Ripping the flesh of his former best friend. Oh! Get up, Kevin, get up! Come on, Kev, get up! Come on, Kev, get up! Get up, Kev, get up!
Generico launching Steen through the table.
Can Generico somehow get Steen back into the ring?
Got the chair inside the ring, still that chain here. And Generico now with Steen. Perhaps another brainbuster is what he has in mind.
Generico weakened. Steen's almost out.
Oh, they've both lost a lot of blood. Going for the package pile driver on Steen.
Generico's going for Steen's own move, the package pile driver. No! Oh my God!
Cover!
1, 2, no!
Steen with the shoulder up. What does Generico have to do to put him away? He was able to hit the brainbuster in the center of the ring.
It was 8 years ago that these two individuals first met. And the first meeting of Kevin Steen and El Generico goes back to 2002. But I'm sure that on that day, neither man would ever thought it would have been like this. And now, what is this, David? What is this?
Brainbuster on the apron, possibly.
Oh my God!
Head first onto the steel ring frame. That's got to be it. Steen rolling to the other side of the ring.
Carino!
Steve Carino diving in.
You son of a bitch!
To save the career of Kevin Steen.
He's the cause of all this!
Lariat from Carino. Anything goes in a fight without honor. including that. This is not an official ROH match.
Well, I guess we can expect nothing less than from the most loathsome individual in the history of professional wrestling.
And Carino now grabbing hold of the steel chair.
That steel, hey, look at that. That's the same steel chair. Wait a minute, it's Cabana.
Colt Cabana grabbing hold of Steve Carino and sending him toward the entranceway. Cabana grabbing that chair himself.
The same chair that Carino and Steve used. Oh my God!
Launches that chair at Kevin Steen's face.
Caught him right in the face.
He gets the shoulder up.
Cabana's just chased Carino to the back. Chair right across the face of Kevin Steen. Todd Sinclair got knocked by Carino.
Big boot from Generico, and again.
Oh my God! Todd Sinclair!
He's out, kick to the nuts. And the package pile driver from Kevin Steen, but we have no referee. Here comes Remsburg. Shoulder up. Well, anyone who gets near this ring right now is putting their own well-being on the line. This is not sanctioned, including referees. They're going to get their asses kicked. But how are we going to determine a winner if we don't have a referee?
I don't know. That's the only reason that we had a referee here.
Chair set up by Steen.
And now,
Package pile driver on the chair.
the package pile driver. Oh my God!
Paul Turner making his way toward the ring, slides in.
Get on your horse, Paul.
Get out of there, Paul.
El Generico first donned the mask. 3,093 days. I think that streak is coming to an end here tonight.
Listen to these fans chanting Olay, though. And look at the eyes of Kevin Steen as he hears it.
How does Generico, how does he do it? How is he back on his feet? This is unbelievable. I guess nothing is unbelievable when you've seen it all.
Placing Generico up top. Slap across the face.
Hard to imagine. Sold out crowd becomes whisper quiet. They wanted to hear what Steen had to say.
Generico lands on his feet.
Yakuza kick!
Oh, is he gonna go for the brainbuster on the turnbuckle? He's never been able to hit it.
In all their wars, he's never done it. He does it!
Steen tumbles to the floor.
Turnbuckle brainbuster!
Brings him in. Cover.
He got what?
2, only 2.
Has anybody ever kicked out of that?
Generico cannot believe it.
For the first time, Kevin Steen was hit with the turnbuckle brainbuster, and he somehow found a way to kick out. And this fight without honor continues.
Generico crawling toward that steel chair. It's what started it all,
Yeah,
Kevin.
the blood is still on that chair. The living embodiment of that shirt. And now, the original mask of El Generico, the one that was ripped from his face. Kevin Steen has showed Generico the mask. Dave, what's he doing?
Hands him the mask.
After everything these two men have been through.
That moment has been 1 year in the making in the mind of El Generico. It is the only way that this could have been settled.
Reborn here tonight at Final Battle. For Dave Prazak, I'm Kevin Kelly, and we thank you for joining us.
This title match earned by El Generico after a victory over Daniels at the ROH Revolution Canada event. Remember that the television title had been sort of quietly put on ice for a little bit as the television property was being worked out. And Daniels is going right after Generico.
Well, the title is back, it's on the line, and these two men fighting over the right to call themselves the best wrestler on television as we head into that new era for ROH, and it's Daniels immediately firing away at the chest. Sends Generico into the ropes, connects with the boot right to the face.
And as we talked about earlier on with Mike Bennett, Christopher Daniels is going to look to try to quiet this crowd. An arena that is still buzzing after what Kevin Steen did earlier on.
And speaking of Kevin Steen, you know, the history between El Generico and Kevin Steen, such bad blood between the two of them, just knowing that Kevin Steen was in the building. He's been thrown out twice now. El Generico has this opportunity to go for the television championship tonight. But is he thinking about Kevin Steen? Is he distracted from one of the best wrestlers in the world today, Christopher Daniels?
Well, I know that was something that we had talked about earlier in the week, where the rumors of Steen being here at Best in the World, they somehow affect Generico's preparation for this matchup, affect him mentally. He looks to be cooking on all cylinders right now, but the specter of Steen still looms large.
Yeah, Generico not missing a beat.
Something tells me, though, after the way Kevin Steen left the building, willingly being carried out, as Generico drop kicks Christopher Daniels right in the face out on the floor. I think this is the last that we've seen of Kevin Steen. I think he proved his point. Physically destroying Steve Corino. Also a medical update on Homicide. Homicide refusing medical attention, as Christopher Daniels is now sitting to the barricade. The belief is that Homicide may have either cracked a rib or bruised his ribs, but refusing to go for x-rays.
Just lighting up the chest of Daniels. Sinclair up to the count of 16. They've only got 20 on the floor. Daniels breaking the count.
Right over the top of us. Generico's wobbled. Can only hope that they stay clear of the announced position.
What great agility shown by El Generico. Getting balance on the steel barricade and connecting with the moonsault.
Can El Generico make it 2 wins in a row and claim the television championship?
Daniels still punching his back after he was driven into that steel barricade.
Daniels on his horse trying to create some assault.
And now to the ring post, shoulder first.
Actually right into that turnbuckle there at the corner. The area between the pad and the post, equally unforgiving.
Begging for mercy now on his knees in the center of the ring, Christopher Daniels.
Of course, No Truth Martini, who was part of the assault on Steve Corino. He was manhandled, thrown to the floor. So no assistance from the leader of the House of Truth for Christopher Daniels.
Generico thinking about it, shaking the hand of Daniels.
Daniels willing to make it.
Slap right across the face.
Yeah, Generico wise to that.
He's got to give Daniels everything he's got tonight. He wants to walk away with that television title. And all over Daniels in the corner where the Toria punches down. Into the eyes he goes.
Right into the eyes. We had a great vantage point from here at our broadcast position to see Daniels sink his fingers into the optical area of the generic luchador, who gets knocked down hard with a clothesline.
After being dropped, hot-shotted on the top rope first. 2 shots right to the throat of Generico.
Here's from Magic Man Edward on Twitter. as Daniels pounds away. The fans in Scotland are loving it. Excellent show so far, Kevin. And the word is that ROH is currently trending on Twitter, which is remarkable.
That's the rumor, man. Ooh, right across the throat. Now it'll be very difficult for Generico to breathe right now. Several maneuvers to the throat, now choking him across the second row. Generico relies on that energy so very much to hit those high-impact maneuvers and his high-flying offense. He can't breathe.
Oh, breathe. Take that act back down. Tie 4. And these rowing, passionate New York City fans expressing their First Amendment right of free speech as El Generico stands for him and lets Daniels have it.
Once again, throw first across that second row.
Daniels has really used the momentum of the ever-forward-moving Generico on several occasions now. Very smart strategy from the champion.
Charged with that knee.
Of course, if you want to reach out to myself or Dave Prazak, it's Real Kevin Kelly. It's Dave Prazak. We're on Twitter. And use that hashtag ROHBest.
Again, the throat of Generico snapped across the top rope. More damage done to that body part. 450, says Daniels. No. More pressure put on the throat.
Mocking the crowd.
He's giving Generico time to catch his breath, though. Trying to shake off the effects, the damage done to the throat. Pitched to the floor by Daniels.
Television champion stands alone in the ring right now, and his opponent, the challenger, El Generico, trying to find a way to come back. And as I mentioned, we know about the resiliency of Generico. It's going to need to be displayed. Great elevation. Flew in hard.
Yeah, they wound up in the center of the ring. Flurry of punches now on Christopher Daniels by the generic luchador.
Was talking to fans outside, and they talked about how great Ring of Honor is. I asked them why. They said because it's wrestling, because it's not entertainment. And
it's entertaining wrestling.
Oh,
is what it is.
yeah, you're seeing the best of the world. You're seeing Christopher Daniels, the television champion, utilizing the 5 count, taking full advantage of it, breaking before Todd Sinclair would call for disqualification, but really doing a lot of damage here, Dave.
And also utilizing a variety of different ways to do damage to the throat of his opponent. Generico tumbles down to the canvas face first.
As great and as driven as Daniels was.
Ain't he great?
Oh, he is great, yeah. As great as Daniels was in his chase for the ROH World Championship, he seems to be very controlled right now. Cover!
Took a lot of time before going for the cover. Just playing to these fans.
You know, at the ROH event in Plymouth, when Daniels defended the television title against the Prodigy, Mike Bennett, there were some moments in that match where Daniels got distracted almost by the crowd. But there were some people there that were not exactly Daniels' support, and that was before he had joined the House of Truth. Can that crowd get into the mind of Daniels again here in New York City?
Well, he needs to be entirely focused on Generico in this matchup. He wants to continue his reign as World Television Champion. As you said, Kevin, Generico, one of the most resilient men in wrestling. He can take a beating and come firing back.
Here is a cover, 2, but Generico kicks out.
Trying to cut off the circulation here.
Daniels' arm across the carotid artery on the side of the neck of El Generico, which, if applied correctly and for long enough, can render an opponent unconscious.
But Generico trying to hang in there, fight his way back to his feet. Back in a standing position now, shots to the midsection, trying to break free, and he does.
Forces him over. From strength to agility.
Nice Arabian press right there from Christopher Daniels, but only got 2. Backed into the corner now. Hard shot right across the chest of Generico. And once again. Oh, right to the throat that time. That body part Daniels has focused on for the duration of the contest.
Generico shakes his head no, though, Dave. He's not willing to quit. He's not willing to give up the fight. Will Daniels take the fight out of El Generico? No, not yet.
Generico wants to lead Ring of Honor into this new television era. Ducks his head, pays the price.
Just a second too soon, perhaps. Generico using Daniels' momentum that time.
And does Generico have enough energy left to soar to the floor? Hits the ropes.
Here he comes. Will he do it? Yes!
Generico scores with a dive.
But now the critical juncture of the match. Generico must get the champion back inside the ring to score the 3 count. The title cannot change hands on a countout. 30-minute time limit here.
How much has been taken out of Generico thus far, though? He hit the maneuver, got to get the action back inside the ring, go for a cover. Daniels clutching his back as he's rolled back in. They'll take another risk. Generico climbing to the top. Daniels on his feet.
Daniels coming towards Generico. His eyes skyward, the crossbody do. No.
So close, only 2 to senior official Todd Sinclair. These fans giving encouragement to Generico. Digging down for some more energy. Fighting through the pain.
Remember, no truth martini now here at ringside.
It's all one-on-one.
No book of truth.
Thunder powerbomb cover.
Is it enough? No.
Shoulder up at 2.5 once again. Of course, Generico known for the brainbuster. Known to also hit it on the top turnbuckle as well.
And if he's able to extend that kick with the Yakuza kick, it'd be a very, very precarious situation for the champion Daniels to be in.
And that half Nelson suplex going for it right there, but Daniels felt it coming and countered the attempt. Driven face first into the canvas, Koji clutch!
The Koji clutch is applied. Will Generico tap out?
Not giving it up. He's trying to hang in there.
We know Generico's resilient. Oh, he's going to tap. No.
Sinclair continuing to ask, have you had enough? Does Generico still have some fight left in him? To the ropes. To force a break of the hold.
Our production crew is doing a great job of getting some fantastic shots here tonight inside the Hammerstein Ballroom in the Manhattan Center as ROH presents Best in the World 2011. The ROH World Television Championship is on the line. The fallen angel Christopher Daniels. His challenger is El Generico. And now Daniels is going to look to end things and derail the generic luchador.
Angel's wings. Generico trying to block, backdrops him.
Looked like Generico was able to shift his hips just enough to be able to get Daniels to come back down.
Last rights, cover.
2, no.
2 3/4, Daniels can't believe it. Generico with the shoulder up.
Every time Generico kicks out, his hand reaches to the heavens. Anything he can do to break contact with the canvas from his shoulder.
Trying to pull himself back up. It's met with a forearm shot from the fallen angel.
Right alongside the jaw and the ear. Generico down to a knee.
Blocks that one. And firing away on Daniels now. He's exchanging shots.
Repeated headbutts.
Boot to the midsection. Brainbuster. No, countered.
Countering the counter is Generico. Daniels. His attempt is blocked.
Palm strike from Daniels. Big boot from Generico. Trying to get him up for that brainbuster, but Daniels doing a good job of blocking.
Palm strikes there, a series of them. Watch out! Yakuza kick! Brainbuster! Collar! 2! No!
Daniels able to kick out the Yakuza kick brainbuster combination, not enough to crown Generico the World Television Champion.
I just glanced over at our timekeeper. Mike G was about ready to hit that bell. We almost had a new champion.
And New York City in unison, chanting Olay, wanting to see a new champion crowned here tonight. Has hold of Daniels, elevated to the top.
I can't believe Daniels kicked out.
Tree of Woe.
Can he do it? Will he do it? Daniels, no one to help.
Coast to coast. Cover.
1, 2, no.
Too close to the ropes.
Generico couldn't get Daniels far enough away from the ropes.
Daniels knew where he was at, grabbed hold of the bottom rope to break up that pin attempt. But 18 feet across the ring from one corner to the other, Generico soared. He sets his victory.
But now Generico has to close the deal.
Maybe the top turnbuckle brainbuster.
Oh my.
Will seal the deal, or maybe the brainbuster on the ring frame. Canadian style. Going for it.
Daniels counters though.
Back to the eyes.
Watch out! Ooh.
And it looked like the head of El Generico met the barricade as well as a ring attendant.
That's the ringside photographer.
Oh, really?
He just got wiped out.
And Daniels now with Generico on the floor. Sinclair telling him to bring it back inside. But the damage has been done by Daniels on the floor. Not only Generico meeting that barricade head first.
What is Daniels doing?
He's got the belt.
I thought for a second
He's telling the ref, count him out. He wants the count-out win to retain the title.
He's already putting the belt on. How confident is Christopher Daniels that he's going to win by count-out?
Generico went head first into the steel, dumped on the floor. And now, does he have enough to pull himself together and crawl back inside the ring to continue this fight?
Look at how cocky and confident the champion is. So sure of victory.
He's back in!
But you can't deny El Generico.
And Daniels just realized he's back in the ring.
You should have stayed on the floor! You want to die in this ring? You want to die in this ring?
He's got these fans on his side.
Huge overhand chop from Generico.
Best moonsault ever with the belts. He'd get DQ'd, right?
Well, I would hope so.
Sinclair needs to get that belt off him.
This could really, and Generico
Gets the feet up.
flies and scores. You called it, Dave. You said it.
Can he hit it, though? Can he hit it? Generico with Daniels.